Good afternoon, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. My name's Ollamh, and welcome back to Dark Parables, the Portrait of the Stained Princess. So, we are pretty much done with this. We are just about done with the Dark Parables series. We do have the bonus stuff, but with the fact that, like, Chapter 10 just ballooned out of control... Excellent. Well, welcome, Wrestling. But yeah, it seems Chapter 10 just kind of ballooned way out of control. Like, Chapter 7 to Chapter 8 was super small. Chapter 8 to Chapter 9 was pretty small. And then, like, Chapter 10 was just like, oh, hey, so we realized we wanted the game to be this length, and we have a lot of other stuff to do. We have some puzzles and stuff that some puzzles and stuff that we haven't... that we've used in the past that we haven't used here, so we need to extend it out. And it's just like, yeah, a lot of running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So we didn't really get time to do the bonus game. So I don't know how long this particular episode is going to be. I don't know how long their bonus game is, if it's a beefy game, if it's beefy, or if they're just like, oh, well, we're just gonna kind of like, we're just gonna kind of really just brush it in and be done with it. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the game. Right, that is if OBS will recognize there you go. All right, so yes, the knight's name taboo, which is kind of a weird one, but basically I think this is the story of the knight who betrayed the oath, didn't sacrifice himself in order to extend the princess's existence, and was actually trying to burn the painting so that the curse wouldn't destroy the world, which is understandable. So we'll go ahead and go into it. Yes. We decide to stay here until the princess recovers, and this old place already feels much cozy. Oh, so this is like the aftermath. This is like after everything is done.
It's getting late, Benno. Princess Fionuala and the Black Swan should be back from their walk, but I searched along the shore and found no sign of them.
Well, that's not good. So we're actually playing as Benno now, the guy who accompanied the descendant of the taboo knight. All right, apparently we're gonna need tongs. I mean, who doesn't? There might be something besides coffee inside. Well, open it. All right, so we have 2 parables that we're going to be... those are some really weird symbols. We can go to the crypt. We can go to the library. Well, let's start with the library. I prefer a library over a crypt anyway. So, all right. The artistry emblem. I did feel that this game just, I thought they kind of like just abruptly ended it. They're just like, okay, so, yep, princess is saved, cool, and game over. It's like, okay, but what happened? Like, I mean, we do know that the Prince of Darkness isn't dead because he cannot die, and while his spirit animal is still alive. That is his heart, so yeah. He can't be dead, which should be concerning. Like, I don't know how the fairy tale detective was like just overlooked that, just like decided not to mention it, maybe? Maybe they figured that, hey, these people don't need to... They've been through enough right now. They don't need to know that, oh yeah, the Dark Prince is totally able to come back because he can't die until that Black Swan is dead. Alright, let's Now we have the emblem for artistry. The king cursed the knight's family for their betrayal. The descendants of the Swan Knight shall never be able to reclaim their name. I hope this somehow doesn't affect Siegfried. But well, yeah, it's going to. It'll be a stretch to get to stick my hand inside. Okay, but you have tongs. You have tongs. Tongs should be able to grab whatever it is that you're... okay, so maybe we just need to pour out whatever's in there? Rob has some serious inaccuracies. Right, so... yeah, the bull needs another horn. I should take this bull by the horns, but it's only got one. That's kind of a flaw in your plan. So here's the crypt. The guide of darkness, dream and death, please lead this spirit to their resting place. Well, that's pretty nice for, you know. The inscription describes Prince Fiacre's fabled homeland. It's not so much a fable. Looks like Siegfried's old traveling bag. Why would he burn it? Something hidden in the ashes. Okay, now use the tongs? Okay. Doggy. Fiddler and Son plaque? Okay. Not sure why we need that, but okay. The fire's keeping us warm and toasty. I hope the princess and Alida return soon. Siegfried has drawn many beautiful paintings in the past few months. This place is starting to feel like home. Okay, so we need a thorny branch to open the bed warmer. Maybe the magnet will grab whatever's in here. Coffee emblem. That's good, I think. I mean, it should open the coffee grinder, I guess. Yes. We have part of the globe. All right. Gives us the horn, and okay, so you go there. We actually do have another hunting dog emblem. Okay. So now we can put the other bullhorn here and get the last hunting dog. Oh, okay. Why is there... It's a secret room in the library. Maybe that's where the princess disappeared to. Maybe? It's a possibility, but... Great, Siegfried already found the princess. But what could they be doing here?
We're so close to learning your family name. The key to your true identity is in this box.
Yes, his ancestor that wanted to burn you. The princess seems to have found a lockbox, right? The king has ordered that our family name be erased from history. All traces of our bloodline are to be destroyed. I have secretly saved one last record of our name and keep it safe in a box, protected by talismans. Right, so a swan with some feathers.
We're so close to learning.
Yeah. You've already said that. Can't pull his strings like this. Well, why not? What's stopping you? Right, Blue Jay goes there, and you give us that emblem. Okay, so now we should be able to open this box. Or at least part of this box. Oh, so now Move the slider by selecting the illuminated nodes. The slider must cross along all the lines before reaching the final node. Right, that is very easy, actually. So, all right, this is it. The secret of Siegfried's family name.
Tell me your name.
My name is Lohengrin.
You guys didn't think that maybe the whole
As
damn...
legend has it, it's forbidden for a Swan Knight descendant to speak their name.
Wait, you knew about this and you let him do it anyway? She knew that. Why did she risk this?
I don't know what happened to Siegfried, Benno, but why complain? Your master is gone, so you're free to do whatever you wish.
What the hell, lady? Why is the princess acting so cold and callous? Because maybe she's not really the princess? I mean, where's the Black Swan in all of this, too? I mean, shouldn't the Black Swan be there? So there's supposed to be something else that's here that we need to do as well? Oh, maybe it's just something in our inventory? Okay, so... Yeah, I don't think that's actually the princess. I think that's either that or it's like the princess has been tainted by the dark heart of, what's his name? Yeah, but you're not letting me change any of them. Paper appears to be incomplete, or maybe I'm just looking at it the wrong way. Oh, okay. Now we're out to the practice yard again. You can't open it by hand, but the lid is quite clearly not nailed down anymore. All right, so now we can have the parable of the Swan Knight. Long ago, one knight was given the title of the Swan Knight. It was the highest honor bestowed on the knights of the kingdom. The Swan Knight swore an oath to break the curse cast on the princess by any means necessary. He staked his honor, his life, and even his family and descendants on his oath. The princess was cursed and sealed in a portrait. Her time was stopped, but she was still alive. The only clue to breaking the curse was that the princess had to find the water of life by herself. Under the conditions of the princess's curse, a person could take her place and be sealed into a portrait. In exchange, the princess was allowed to leave her portrait for a short time. Those who sacrificed were selected from the Swan Knight's family. This inhumane tradition lasted for more than a century. One of the Swan Knight's descendants tried to change his family's fate by setting fire to the princess's portrait. For this crime, he was named a traitor. Though he failed, His actions allowed his family to escape. They started living under an alias to avoid capture by the king's men. The king was furious. He regarded this crime as treason to the crown. The Swan Knight's betrayal brought shame to the entire kingdom. He ordered the Swan Knight's family name to be completely erased from history. The king also asked a dark sorcerer to curse the knight's entire lineage. If any of his descendants tried to reclaim the family name, that person would also be sealed into a painting. Many years passed, and the kingdom fell, yet the curse's power still held true. One of the scions fulfilled his ancestor's vow and freed the princess from the curse. What the princess and knight did not know was that when the princess asked about his family name, he would be compelled to leave her. But the princess obviously knew that, or at least, whatever version of the princess we have with us. All right, we have a glass cutter. Oh, somebody removed that? Right, this was the armory. Okay, it is still the armory, but it also has the Watergate emblem. Shouldn't that be a tape recorder? All right, so we've got like what looks like a bunch of fruit. Silver belt, maybe? I guess that's sand? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, we definitely have some grapes. Oh, those are potatoes. Really? Don't look much like potatoes, but okay. Into the library, into the secret room, and the Watergate. Wait, there's something we were supposed to do in there? The path leads to the seacoast, but the bridge is up. Well, yeah, magic don't need a bridge. There is something up here. Okay, so we need another bottle. What am I supposed to do? Okay, so it is here somewhere. We are supposed to... Oh, okay, so there... Right, okay. Now we have a flower. A lily, to be specific. Alright. You look like you go there. When the Swan Knight's name is spoken out loud by any one of his descendants, they will be sealed in the portrait of the Swan Knight. That's probably what happened to Siegfried. But where's the Swan Knight's portrait? Won't fit until I remove the rust. Right. Of course. We have a crowbar. Information about the realm of darkness, and we have a wine bottle. Alright, well, we can put the wine bottle there. Get a crank. Over here in the practice yard, I bet we could probably pry this open with chrome. Yeah, you didn't really pry that open. You just pulled it across. That's... We did not need a pry bar for that, sir. Okay, so what good did that do? Oh, we can take the... Oh, okay, so yeah, it's right. The sword, because there was a sword emblem here in the base, which gives us a file, which would be really good for, like, scraping off the rust. Right? File off the rust. Now we put you there. You should lower the bridge, right? At least power the mechanism to lower the bridge. Oh. Place the cogs in the correct order to repair the mechanism. Okay. Any indication as to what the right order is? So we need a small one there. Yes. Okay. So it does kind of give us a bit of information as far as like the sizes and stuff. Okay, now the bridge should drop, right? Yes. Excellent. But we need another animal of some sort. It's a goat. Locked tight. Of course it is. That was kind of obvious. All right, a map part. We have something up here. Looks like a hatch for sweeping the chimney. Emblem of Light. All right, so big old golden wings. A small little blue sun. Let's see here. Okay, so we still need like a portion of the sun that has some flames coming off of it. Very distinct flames, I should say. Like those. Need a white swan facing us with its wings widely spread. Because there's a lot of swans here. Need parts of a circle. Okay, there's the centerpiece for this. Okay, so how much did you change the color of the swan that I'm looking for? And or how much of it are you hiding? Like, do I get to see an eye? Is that about it? Or what? Okay, there's that. We do have a big golden leafy decoration type thing like that. All right, so we've got 2 pieces left. We've got a semicircle and a white... and a white swan that looks like it's either taking off or landing on water. I am just not seeing it. Oh, because you literally they literally only had a few feathers showing. Oh, I hate when they do that, because it's like that is like the worst way to hide something. It's like, hey, it's technically there. You can click on it. You can kind of see like 3 feathers. But that's it. All right, but what are you needing? Okay, so we need a rudder. We need something to open that chest. I'm guessing is going to be a key. That's Siegfried. The curse must have trapped him in there. I have to free him, but how? Hey buddy, how you doing? Only a Swan Knight can open this lock, but the Swan Knight is locked in the portrait. Right, well, I'll take the sword. Because who doesn't want a good sword? Maybe the Swan Knight figure. Yes? Okay. So... that is mostly correct. That is mostly correct. Okay, so there we go. Now if we say we want to put you there, and you there, and that lines it up perfectly. Power of light is the only thing that can save Siegfried now. Well, I have the Sword of Light.
Thank you for saving me, Ben. I hope the risk of being sealed in one of those portraits was safely in the past.
Yeah, not so much.
It never occurred to me that speaking my family name would awaken the curse within me. But what's important now is to find the princess. Where is she?
The real princess, maybe.
The Black Swan wasn't with her, so I suspect she's an imposter, and the real princess is trapped somewhere. We must find her.
Okay, so if you suspected that, why did you follow her lead? Like, are you just an idiot? Oh, it's the princess.
The real princess would never lure me into danger like that. What did you do to her, you fiend?
Wait, the rose. The rose. Is that Prince Julian again?
You broke the curse. Your servant is smarter than I expected. You're not the one I need anyway. I have the real princess, and you'll never find her.
imposter's gone, but now where's the real princess? Siegfried is at his wit's end. I must help him find the princess. Right, well, let's pick up the rose. What do you have? Wait, maybe the lance will open that? Chimney sweep's emblem, which is probably needed inside the tent, which for some reason has like a wood-burning stove in it. Grotto needed this. No? Phoenix Constellation part. Oh, there we go. I almost forgot about this section again. All right, so you put that inside. And it glows. But that's normal. Okay, so you must be the key to the chest, right? Yes. Now we're going to have a boat rudder. So I'm guessing we have to go out on the lake in order to save the princess. And I'm not so sure. I mean, I didn't think Benno was like Siegfried's servant. I thought they were like friends, or maybe he was an employee or something. But like, I didn't think he was like his servant. I really did not get that. That, and I can't really tell what that piece is. Oh, I guess that's it. Okay. Yes, now we have a boat rudder. Come on, old boy. Cheer up. See? We could go for a boat ride. Hey, look, see, we even have a map to a sea cave. Really, you're just gonna leave it all up to me to save her, aren't you? Like, you're just gonna mope on the beach while I have to go and save her. Once upon a time, a king had 2 sons. The older one was gentle, brave, skilled in fighting, but merciful to those who offended him. The younger prince wasn't as kind, and the difference between the siblings became strikingly obvious as they grew up. The younger prince grew worse in his behavior, and people thought less of him. Compared to his older brother, he always came in second. People loved only the older prince, and no one cared or even noticed the sadness and loneliness of the younger one. So the younger prince left his homeland and had with no destination in mind. All he wanted to do was to leave behind all his bad memories of his homeland. He traveled day and night until he was exhausted. One night he rode barely awake when at midnight he saw a procession shrouded in shimmering silver light. It was led by a woman so beautiful as if she did not belong to this world. The prince knew at once she was not of this world, for such beauty was not meant for mere mortals. The prince was intrigued by this procession. He wondered aloud who were those beings. Was he dreaming, or perhaps dead? The woman replied, "All things die in due course. That is the design of nature. Rotten wood turns into blossoms, blossoms wither to fruit, withered into fruit. Fruit becomes food for living creatures. Living creatures are soothed by their dreams. They rest in the darkness. Life grows out of death." Her words appear heartless to most people, but the young prince realized that without bad things, good things couldn't thrive. She asked the prince if he would be scared if he knew what he was on the border between dreams and death. The prince shook his head. He knew then the woman was the queen of the dark fairies, who wielded the powers of darkness, dreams, and death. And he knew that one day he'd marry her, founding the kingdom that cannot be found by outsiders, a mysterious realm named Estadia. So, sounds like he married Queen Mab? Princess? Lions travel in pride. Yes, they do. But you don't normally have 3 adult male lions in a pride. Oh, now you come over here.
Siegfried brought the princess to the shore, holding her gently in his arms as she slowly opened her eyes. She said she met a man who told her to come with him, and he would give her a clue to Swan Knight's forgotten family name. Then the princess asked Siegfried what his name was, and he hesitated, unsure if he could still be cursed. She laid her finger on Siegfried's lips. She didn't want him to say anything. Knowing the answer wasn't worth losing him again.
And that's just it. That's just it. Again, very, kind of like, okay, hey, here's the fun parts, here's some of the stuff, and then just like, and we're done. Right, so I didn't watch the extra credits, the entire credits. I didn't collect all the morphine stuff. I have not achieved gold medals in on all the hidden object puzzles from the extra menus, or collected. I have collected all the parables. So basically, I haven't done like the extra shit. But all the core achievements, I've easily achieved. And yeah, that is where the Dark Parables series just ends. That's it. We're done. It does kind of it is kind of just an abrupt ending. It kind of felt to me like this one was like, oh hey, we're kind of going to, we're just gonna add something extra. We want to go through and do like redo all the puzzles that we've done in the past, or at least the popular quote unquote popular ones. And I will say they really just kind of went. I mean, once Epix Entertainment got involved, that was, for me, that was the downfall of the that really was the downfall of the series. Is at that point it really was just kind of like, we're gonna bring in everybody from the past and stuff like that. I don't remember which one it was that where Epix actually took control. Let me take a look here. Let me take a look here. So, yeah, Epix Entertainment took control and started being the developer at The Little Mermaid and The Purple Tide. Which was kind of the point where they were kind of like, okay, well, we're going to bring in... I think that was the one that brought in Pinocchio again. And kind of changed his story. Then he had like the Queen of Sands, which kind of rewrote the ending for the Ballad of Rapunzel, because Rapunzel was supposedly she was trapped in a tree with her twin sister, or with her half sister, and neither one of them could leave. But all of a sudden, she's out with no explanation as to how. And then there was, then it was like Goldilocks and the Fallen Star, where, hey, here's Jack out and about again, and somehow his love Emma was touched by Goldilocks and turned to gold. Again, there was no connection really between those two stories, except for, hey, somehow Emma got turned to gold by Goldilocks, and Jack's trying to find a way to get her to bring her back. Yeah. And it really was kind of like it was just like they're just kind of pissing all over stuff. I think it was with Queen of Sands also had like Kai was there for a bit. And then you have like the Swan Princess, where, hey, Ross Red, Snow White's brother, is now chasing after a different princess. So yeah, it was just kind of they really did stuff. They really did some stuff dirty, like the Thief of the Tinderbox, where they just made Kai a whiny little brat who brings about the great evil. Anyway. So yeah, that, like I said, that is the end of the Dark Parable series now. That was the last one. That one was released in September of 2019, and there is no more. I do believe there have been some people that are trying to make like fan-made games. I'm not sure how well that would work out, honestly. Anyway, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to press the subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. The Facebook page, the Twitter account, the Tumblr account, the Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!